can be heroes just for one day. Dun, dun, dun. I will be king, and you will be queen, and nothing. Da, 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 da. We can be heroes just for one day. Mind you, no one's getting any notifications.
No, you don't even show up in mine.
Hello, Tony. How are you? How's your lockdown going? Pretty much locked down here. Yeah, good, good. House inside is finished.
Wow.
We've even got a sink that works and a hot plate that works.
Nearly.
Very quiet everywhere, isn't it? Nice pool. Yes. It's called Lake Knight Rider. It's frozen. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. Yeah, lots of paving done today. It's all down to the driveway and out the back. Just got to finish the limestone wall. Kid is asleep. I have no navigation. Just go to Germany. Everyone will help you there. I love David Hasselhoff in Germany. I have no idea why. Have another drink, Dave. Yeah, no worries. Well, at least in Australia, no one's got any real worries about food or money. Even the rent's going to be paid for, I believe. But there's only one big fight everyone in Australia has: boredom. Yes, he does sing a little bit like Elbow. The Germans loved him. A 3-year-old granddaughter spoke to my daughter-in-law yesterday, and she put the camera on the daughter, on the granddaughter, and she went, "I'm bored." But that happens. People have to get creative. Big fines in Australia. Night Rider. I mean, if you just out because you want to be out, in certain states.
If you haven't got a reason.
Yeah, $11,000 fine, and or 6 months jail. I kid you not. They take it quite serious here. But death toll has gone up to 19, I think, which is not good, but it's pretty good compared to some other places. Hello, VMAC. Yes, if you're wandering the streets just because you want to wander the streets in Australia, Jojo, and you have no excuse to be out, you'll be fined $11,000 or spend 6 months in jail. Not many people are out.
If you get caught in a park or a skate park, $1,000 on the spot fine.
You have to be going to the doctor, the shop, to buy something to eat, or you can go for exercises, but only 2 people.
And not
Any
long.
more than 2 people, you're fined. Mind you, I'll just repeat, we've lost 19 people, and we were 3 to 4 weeks ahead of the US in regards to having it here, and I think there's probably a few more than 19, sadly, who have passed away in the US. There's no airplanes flying. All the states are closed. You can't get in or out. It truly is a lockdown.
People had sort of companies that had things pre-organised with customers before the major lockdown, depending what it is, are allowed to
Good morning,
finish
Carolyn.
that side of their
Yeah,
job.
I mean, they're just doing... I'll give you an idea. We're getting new bedroom suites delivered on Friday. And can't sell them. Oh, no, it's raw plastic. Oh dear. Yeah, they're getting delivered Friday, and they're quite heavy items, but they're not going to bring them inside. We actually paid for them to assemble them. I know it's a bit lazy, but I've been working my ass off. However, today, the lady said they'll be delivered Friday, but you'll be setting them up. They take it very seriously. They've just stopped any contact with other people.
We're just lucky that they're delivering that, actually.
So if you're not busy on Friday, Tony, don't know how you're going to get here.
VMAC,
What we
come
could
and
do
help.
with a lift.
VMAC could put it together. She did an IKEA thing the other day.
I don't like IKEA.
Oh dear. Gee, I feel like it's 10 o'clock at night. I feel like longer walking through the house now. That's my exercise.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to make a compost bin. You can buy special bins, but if you've got a good compost pile, you get plenty of worms. You can introduce worms, but believe me, if you build the right conditions, worms will come. If you build it, they shall come. Moist, green stuff, dry stuff, green stuff, starts to decompose. Chuck a bit of cardboard over the top, worm factory. Mind you, some people live in vans, eat food just like that.
Oh dear.
Swiss cheese underneath from all the extra holes in They seem to have sent me a lot. I told you, anyone I've ever helped with IKEA, I end up with handfuls of stuff, and I'm saying, look, everything's got a bolt and a nut and wash it. What's all this? And I tell you, it's the IKEA factory workers. They have a sense of humour.
So VMAC
They think, we'll just chuck
used
another
it.
handful in. They'll never work it out.
VMAC just chucked it all in, whether it needed it or not. Oh dear.
Yeah, they're just... I mean, it's the first time... I mean, I used Allen keys for different reasons in the past. First time I ever saw someone saying, oh, can you help me with a... It was a bookcase. And I said, yeah, sure. This is in the early 80s. And I got over there, it's in boxes. I said, what's this? I thought I was just helping lifting a bookcase in. Oh, no. And he gave me an Allen key. He said, right, what do we do with this? And I looked at the hexagon. I said, well, obviously they're for tightening. Right. And I said, where's the instructions? He said, oh, I might have thrown it out. I gave him the Allen key back and said, I'll see you next weekend when you've figured it out. Because the words were, can you come and give me a hand with a bookcase? And I'm thinking, yeah, I'll give you a hand lifting a bookcase. I'm not making a bookcase. Terrible. Gambling underground? Yeah, that would happen, I imagine. My SO says I should have waited for him to do it. He'll pay for that. Yes.
Oh well, Mac, I'll still let you come and help us put these beds together. Then you can sleep in one.
There'll be chocolate as a reward. Not much, because I don't want you writhing on the floor like cat having catnip. Just enough chocolate to quench the desire.
Yep. Oh dear.
Yeah, so we've got to look forward to humping and lifting furniture on Friday.
It's not going to be that easy, you know.
We'll manage.
It's heavy. I think everything's in boxes. That's more rubbish to get rid of. If they had have done it, they would have taken the rubbish with them.
Don't know. Yes, she's coming. She works for chocolate. Will even intravenously feed you if that's what you want. I will be king. And you'll eat all the chocolate.
I think we should videotape that because I reckon there's a
And
lot of
nothing
domestics when we
will
put
stop
that together.
VMAC from eating it. We can eat chocolate every day. Sorry, David. Thought I'd just change the words a little bit. We can eat chocolate every day. I like Mars bars, and you. Actually, she is a chocolate fountain, doesn't she? You like chocolate fountains, and nothing will stop her from eating it. We can eat chocolate every day. Yeah, so we've got to look forward to that. Mind you, after collapsing in absolute agony after doing it, we will be able to get in it and go to sleep. Is that right?
No,
What do you mean, no?
because I've got to wait for the sheets to come.
Oh, bugger it, just throw a doner on top and I'll crash. Well, that will do.
The mattress protector.
Yes, we ordered purple fitted sheets. Yeah, when Vina stays, she'll want chocolate fitted sheets.
Got to get my colour in the house somehow.
You will manage within no time at all. So what colour are the towels you putting in the guest bedroom?
Oh shit, I didn't put that washing on. It's alright, you got another hat. I can't remember.
So I cooked on the new stovetop today. I haven't even got the exhaust fan fitted, but that's okay. It was just a simple spaghetti bok. And the paving is all but done. Spaghetti bolognese, VMAC. Onions, garlic, minced beef, ground beef as you strangely call it. Was like a sauce I added to it. Some Italian herbs, a bit of parsley. With very thin spaghetti, because my wife likes the really thin spaghetti, like an angel hair basically. Takes no time to cook, a few minutes. Yeah, you could have it without the beef. Tell you what goes nice instead of meat is if you roast thin slices of sweet potato with the skin on. Gently fry them so they're not quite crispy. And then when you mix up the spaghetti and the sauce, you put that in. That's sort of meaty-ish, but it's veggie-ish.
Yeah.
Spaghettini.
Yeah, we call it angel hair.
It's incredibly thin.
Yeah, it's nice. Because I love spaghetti, but sometimes spaghetti can be heavy.
I'm full as I couldn't even eat all mine.
No, I
And we didn't
couldn't
have big plates, to be honest.
either. Well, actually, we did.
I did pile them up though.
You did.
I could balance it
You
easily.
said, "Oh, it's not gonna be much," and I'm thinking, you always say that, and it always is. So, electrician in the morning.
Yep. New power board, oven
I had
connected,
I
and
had
exhaust fan
to
fitted.
tell the guys asked for a single PowerPoint. You know, I looked all around the house. There's no.
Well, there's one in the house.
No, there's no single
Okay.
PowerPoints. I don't know what they're gonna do.
A strip dancer gets arrested today for dancing outside window of a house for customer that paid her through PayPal. Police looked at her and let her go. It was well below minimum wage. Oh dear. Grandma, you're not still doing them dances, are you?
I wouldn't surprise if someone did that. Yeah, there's no single PowerPoint anywhere in the house.
Think about it. I mean, we have to have this profession in the world. You know the one I'm talking about, the oldest one. They're out of work.
Well, yeah.
Social distancing doesn't allow.
Oh, exactly. I wonder how that's panning out.
Not well.
Bet you no one ever thought of that. Trust you to think of that.
No, it was actually, it was on the news as in sex workers want to know if they can get this $1,500 a fortnight.
If it's a registered business, then
I suppose,
they can.
So that's what Australians are getting here. They're getting their mortgages frozen. They're getting any business loan frozen. Commercial rentals are frozen. Everything's frozen. And even rents for people that are just renting, I believe there's something coming for them. But anyone who's lost a job gets $1,500 a fortnight, guaranteed for 6 months. So no one's going to go hungry here. No one's going to get kicked out of their houses.
That's right. I'm going to VMAX.
What you have? Baked penne tonight with fresh tomatoes, basil, and toasted cashews.
That sounds yum.
Yeah, so they're doing the right thing here. People are getting looked after financially. 6 months guarantee of $1,500. It's only $750 a week, but it's enough if everything's frozen around you, as in bills. Is he getting $1,200? I would imagine you have to either be working or out of a job or paid your taxes.
Yeah, it's going to say.
Because I imagine most of this money is coming through the tax office.
How's he going to get any money?
No taxes, no money. That's be about right.
I'm going to pee.
Hello, Mel.
Oh, hang on, I better do the right thing then.
You just caught her before she was going to be right back.
I will just. I expect to start when I get back. I gotta pay.
She has to pay.
Which toilet?
Take your pick. Only got 3 to choose from. You can go on a peeathon. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting these new bedroom suites. I'm not looking forward to lumping them around and putting them together. To get BMAC over here with a Allen key. Come on. I'll heat up the chocolate. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Well, if he definitely earns less than 74,000. See, net 1,500 is probably $2,000 if it was taxable. So for most Aussies, that's going to get them by. but we've certainly shut shop. You seen any people walking around, Mel? Because we don't see many here.
Oh, should put my other dressing gown down, I'm cold. Mel, you can't be right back when I'm being right back.
Yeah, what's happening with people that are working? They're getting looked after as well. Cheaper rent for me, I will get. Yeah, but unless the government bankrupts. No, that's all right. You can manage eating off that for the month, Jojo. Only Singapore and South Korea has done more testing per capita than Australia. So they're really pumping out the testing. It's given them some great results because it's showing that the mortality rate is very low as compared to some other countries. Now, I think it's more to do with the amount of testing that's been done here than anything else. Yep, not having bills is the way to go.
Has Mel be right back too? Damn.
See what that allows you, Jojo, is to live very comfortably. You'll have, if you've got own property, pay rates, of course, or taxes on that. But that's, I think here it's about $100 a week all up for border rates, land rates, or land taxes as you call them. It's about $100 a week. So we have to manage on $100 a week and have food, and we're good. I don't think I would spend $3,500 a month. Well, I have lately, but for different reasons. Yeah, it allows you to continue your lifestyle. That's the difference. That's what people make blues in life. They'll spend. Come near the end, all they end up is a government pension, and they can't do anything. They can't go anywhere. You have to be a squirrel. Tuck it away for the rainy day. Well, actually, not the rainy day, but the blue sky days. And if you can retire at, say, 55, you're doing pretty well. But if you've worked hard and squirreled away, you're good to go. You can have a couple of holidays a year, and you can get some little trinket toys, whatever you like, new clothes, and just be very comfortable. Thank you very much. I have my blue dressing gown because it's a bit chilly, about 22 degrees. My life is so frugal, it's embarrassing. I live off one Snickers bar a week. I just open the packet day one, don't bite. Day two, I nibble one of the nuts. We shan't go there. Day three, I just bite off some of the chocolate around, and by the end of the week, I lick the wrapper. Yeah, well, in my case, it's shorts and t-shirts, but same principle, comfortable. Hello, Box. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's very quiet here. Everyone's staying home. And the wife tonight has a operating sink in the new kitchen. Plumber come and fix that, and I've got an operating hot plate. So we're good to go.
Still buy gas bottles though.
Yeah, we like cooking on the little one every now and then outside, don't we?
Yeah, which I think we were down to one, so it all worked out That's right, Box. It worked out perfect because we only had one gas bottle left.
Yeah, we got about 30 kilowatt of solar today. That was good. We're averaging between 20 on a very cloudy day.
Actually, have you told Box that you put
22.
them on? I
Yeah,
don't think you
yeah,
have.
yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh.
About 20, between 22 or 3 and 30 kilowatt a day, which is, we only use it 10 or 11 on a big push. But I'm trying to chase down, looking at getting, I think we're only using Box probably 3 kilowatt overnight, and that's even with like a low energy air conditioner
See you, Jojo.
running during the summer and reverse cycle warmth at night. So 3 or 4, I don't need a 10 kilowatt battery, do you know what I mean? So we're looking at something over capacity around about 5 or 6, which would be more than enough. And they're not that bad a price. They're pretty good. If you buy a Tesla, you're looking at probably 14,000, but there are plenty of alternatives for around 6 and 5. And I only need what I need. I don't need to store extra. It's like these lights, even though they seem bright, they're 4 9-watt LED lights. But as Box knows, LEDs can be extremely bright. These are only on low.
Yeah, I'm glad we had it.
So they wouldn't be using the full 9 watts.
Oh, they're not quite on low. I'm glad we had the dimmer put in.
Yeah, always sunshine here, Box. Like saying, in the middle of winter, our lowest day is 11 hours of daylight. So, of course, there are certain days it's just very cloudy. And you, I think our cloudiest day we got down to something like 17 or 18 kilowatt. Still above capacity. We don't use that much. And I will be getting a rainwater tank. I'm thinking of building a decent size workshop. Not huge, about 20 by 20. Maybe about 10 or 12 feet high. And I'm going to put a rainwater tank off that because that will be feeding my garden. We just need rain, which we don't get a lot of. No, it'll be a lithium some sort. I mean, I could go and get the amount of batteries I need to do it, but then I'd have to box it up, put it in a certain place. I think in Australia we have about 15 different companies that sell solar batteries now. Worst time of the year. I remember you driving through the slush. Not nice. That's one thing I wouldn't enjoy in Canada is this time of the year after it starts to melt. Because I've seen Box drive down his road sometimes and like 7 and 8 feet high of snow, followed by a melt. Not nice. Everything could be covered in crap. I just sold over 200 AAM batteries. Excellent. Brilliant. Money in the pocket. But the good thing is that the demand was there, Box. People are certainly aware of the value. Because you can get away with, like at the moment we've got a LED lamp and a lounge on and these. But we're using 50 max watts. Nothing really. I mean, a 100 amp battery would do us for the whole night. That's good. Keep it going, mate. Keep it going. Money in the tin. That's what it's all about. Might set up the shed with a separate solar system. Just for lights and maybe power a 12 volt water pump for the rainwater tank so I can water my garden easily. Yes, it's a supply and demand thing. Well, the good thing is you sold them all. That's good. but then you've got to find a source again. But those people you've sold it to, we both know what will happen is that you'll be getting folk who are saying, can I have another 4 batteries? Or can I have another 8 batteries? We know how this works. So you definitely need to find some more supply, because they will buy them. I imagine the minimum you sold was 1,000 amps. I mean, that's probably where you went, and probably higher. But they will all want to think, need another little system for this, another little system. It's become easier for people to learn how to do it, although some stupid people will still stuff it up, as we know. Just one? Yeah, one's good. If they're 200 amp, I think you put watts, but I'm pretty sure you mean amp. If they're 200 amp, my goodness, you can run a lot of 200 amps. 30? Woo, that's a lot. I mean, a lot of people still don't know that they'll get systems and put them up, but I always, and you know the story, work backwards. How much energy do you need? And if appliances you're using, are they not that efficient? So then you work out the wattage, then you work out the amperage, and then the panels, and it is really simple. You always over supply enough energy, of course, because you don't want to run your batteries down. But people are getting it, I think, mate. They're starting to realise that there are some big savings. Like the last power bill we got, mind you, you've got to realise we've had construction here, so the power's been gobbled up every day. I think it was $240. And I spoke to one of the guys, and I'm like going, wow, this is way expensive. And he's saying, mate, my missus gets the bill and it's like $450 normal. And I'm thinking, what do you guys do with it? That's the biggest difference. There is no ongoing cost. Because you and I both agree on one thing fundamentally, Box. The best way to save money is not to spend it. If you guys like a bit of gardening, you go to Box's channel. I'm sure you'll find heaps of them. Grows a lot of stuff while he can. As long as the bears don't get some of it, he's good.
Yep.
Drifting in and out of the chat. I guess you're working, VMAC.
I suppose you'll get 2 stars for that, VMAC, for letting me know. I don't know, can't get good help these days.
She's here.
Oh, look, what's it? Where are there? Yep, good wording there, old Ringo. Got these people trained so well.
Yeah, we had a really early start to summer here. Box started August here. I mean, the heat, 100 degrees, and that's way off the mark. It should be 2 months later.
All right, see you, Caroline.
Have a good one, Caroline. So we had an extraordinary long summer. And as you know, in Australia, it was not good.
Yes, 2 stars for saying that, Gringo. You're not quite up on 4 yet, like Mel. I have to make a chart. You can.
What, at the end of the week, they get a prize?
Yes, no, just stars. Up by gold stars.
Just dedication, old Gringo. You'll end up with more stars than you need.
Yeah, but I can't give you more than Mel, because then Mel will get Angus with me. Oh, Gringo, have you met Box? Yeah? Because he's got some good videos to watch, old Gringo. Bit of everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure Gringo would love them. Lot to do with mechanical aptitude, just simple stuff, save you money. Actually, I won't speak out of turn, but Box can save you money, is the best way I can describe it. Because he's not even word frugal would cover Box. He's just, clever.
Yes,
He'll make stuff, and you think, how did he do that? He'll explain it to you. And he grows a lot of produce. And he made, I remember at the start of this year, he made some wine, which is a little bit strong. But I think he fixed it by decanting it.
Yes,
I'm not sure yet. You might be able to tell me how that gone.
I gave you 2 stars before, but I'll give you 2 more. Your stars are chocolate coated, of course.
If you can make alcohol out of the produce that grows around you, you don't spend money. Maybe a little bit on sugar. And if it was blueberries, if I remember rightly, plenty of yeast in there, so it wouldn't have probably put much yeast in it. That's what it's all about. I can imagine VMAC having a set of chocolate stairs, getting home, wondering whether she should eat her way to the top or walk up to the top. I don't think she'd go inside.
No, I'm giving her...
She'd be stuck on the ballast chocolate railing for about a week.
I'll be right behind her. I'm giving her chocolate coated stars.
Ah. I'll start doing a bit of preserving shortly.
Could you preserve chocolate?
Not in this house. There's no chance. I see some sad news today in, I think it was Melbourne. 2 supermarket workers came down with the virus. Of course, that has connotations, did a shopper, and you'd have to think it was someone that passed it on to them. They're okay. But, we talk about nurses and doctors, but the supermarkets have just been so gangbuster busy that these people that work there are obviously also on the front line. But it's certainly cooling down here.
2 around Box has it.
All right. Yeah, that's how it happens a lot here too. And actually another one today in South Australia, baggage handlers for a major airline. 4 of them came down with it. And of course, there was 104 working there, because there's lots of baggage handlers. And they're all at home being quarantined now. So there was only a very few flights.
But they turned the flight around.
And they turned them around.
Turned the flight around because of it.
Yeah, every morning here now, Gringo, they're going berserk the birds. Forgot to tell you, that was full of finches in that tree this morning.
Oh, really?
Absolute chocolate.
So when we get the fruit trees and the
Oh, yeah, but the first thing that was there this morning was about half a dozen Western rosellas. They're nibbling on something, buds or something, I think.
Well, for us, it's sort of that time of the year, plus all the houseworks are stopped.
Yeah, it's got quieter, so that doesn't scare them away as much. The Maggies are definitely coming.
Oh,
They're just about landing on my lap now.
yeah, getting a bit cheeky. And the butcher bird.
Yeah, if you're talking about the one I did a little video today, that was a butcher bird, as we call it.
Yes, that's a butcher bird.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Box. Or just spray it with some disinfectant and leave it for a few days. Because I think that's how quite a few people are catching it, is just like on handrails, going up a set of stairs, things like that, without even thinking.
Yeah, it's over. I noticed that Posty wears a mask and gloves. Yeah, our butcher bird. Well, look at Seed's video. There's a video of it because
Probably stands about 10 inches high. It's like a miniature kookaburra.
Kookaburra.
It looks a bit like a kookaburra. But they're carnivorous. These butcher birds will attack other birds.
because there's another bird we have in Australia.
Yep, it's a good idea, Bucks. Like I say, people don't think of the obvious. It's like, I know people are getting home deliveries of groceries, but you have to think for one moment, maybe someone who packed it is not well. So I think most of the groceries, if you can, if they're not ice cream, of course, just leave them for a few days, a week.
Isn't it 72 hours, they reckon?
Well, I don't know if everyone's actually got the facts, but if you just leave it, like Box said there, it's a good idea. You've got plenty of food in the cupboard, you're not going to go hungry.
My daughter bought colour ones, VMAX. She bought pink and blue and green, all sorts of coloured gloves.
I think if we can just be serious for another, it sounds long, I know, 3 to 6 months. Australians are taking it seriously. Like I say, we are nearly a month ahead of the US as in first having the problem, and we've lost only 19 people. So a lot of people are taking it serious here. It's because it's invisible, Box. There is no like. Be nice if the people turn green or something, or orange. And I thought, oh, everyone's got it. But you know, some people don't even get ill. So you don't know. So it's not a case of punishing yourself by isolation. You're just being smart.
Move back to straight black.
No pretty colours. When I used to be in the prison service, trying to work out, I probably changed gloves 20 to 25 times a day, at least. Hello, Butters.
Hey, Butty.
It's about 25 million. It's about 10% of the US, basically. Which doesn't seem much, but you just do the mathematics. There's some terrible things coming out of the US as far as stats. But like I say here, if you happen to be walking down the street and you have no reason to be out of your house, you can get hit by massive fines and you can go to jail. And I'm not kidding you. They're the laws. It's not martial law. You can go out for a walk. If me and Box are there, we could go out, just the two of us. 3, you commit a crime. We're doing good.
Tired as usual, Butty. One day the tiredness will stop, but it's all right. Things to do keeps us busy.
Just keep washing them hands.
I just keep walking back and forth, think, oh, I'll put that away, and then I get sidetracked and put something else away, and oh, I'll go and get that and put that where, yeah, I'm just all over the place.
I mean, I'd be so mad if I was an American and for the first month Trump was dismissing it as not important. It's just the flu, don't worry about it. We'll all be holding hands in church. Come Easter, hallelujah. Absolutely crazy. Just stupid. And it will cost him. I have no doubt it's going to cost him. He'll get booted out. Because I believe, and I say this openly, I think he has cost people's lives. I've never used hand sanitizer. The thing about soap, to give you an idea, hand sanitizer kills what is ever on the surface of your hands. But all our hands produce oil. It's a natural oil. It's not as in putting a bit of olive oil on your hands and rubbing it. It's not that oily, but it's natural oils. But when you use soap and you wash your hands with soap, you take whatever dirt's on there and the oils off, because if you've got hand sanitizer but some of the bug is in the oils of your hand, it may survive. But soap and wash for 20 to 30 seconds, you don't just remove the dirt, you remove the oils, which get replaced just about straight away, by the way. You're not doing any damage by continually washing your hands.
I thought sanitizer took that
Sanitizer is a surface disinfectant.
Oh.
And the thing about sanitizer, people may rub the palms of their hands, but not completely wash their hands in sanitizer.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But with soap, you wash between the fingers, behind the back of the hands, up to the wrist. That's what I do anyway.
You sing happy birthday. Sound, probably turn your sound up.
It doesn't work. I tell you, it's just that I'm talking
know.
quietly. Hello? This is Australia calling.
Sometimes that happens to you, Buddy.
I think she's getting like me. Old ears. Hey, what? But the kids aren't allowed out. You won't find any children in supermarkets or playing in the parks. And we're not on full final shutdown, which is the next step. But I do believe most, not all of course, but most Australians are taking this very seriously. It's something we just have to do. Not pleasant, it's annoying, frustrating for people, but they get the message. Over the back, about 2 houses away, there's kids playing at the back, I think, which they're allowed to do.
There, that way.
Yeah, but they're allowed to do that.
Well, then it must be Buddy sound playing up because Gringo heard that.
Yeah, that's the whole point, Box. It's like if everybody... Look, I mean, I said this about a month ago. If everyone just does nothing, that is the answer. But by nothing, I mean just be smart. When you have to go and get something, get it and come home. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay home. So the answer is to do nothing, but we need to do it collectively. And if we, as the world, had said, okay, April the 1st, everyone's staying home for a month, I would guarantee May 1st, it'd be a dramatic drop. But it's not happening. The mixed messages in the US in particular, where they're saying, oh, we'll leave some things open and some states, and like Trump saying 2 days ago, I'm going to quarantine New York, didn't happen to mention it to the governor of New York, just blurbed it on national television. Since backed away from doing that, but just stupid comments. I know some people are red and or blue in the US, I get that. But you've got to see stupid when you see stupid. And what he's been doing is stupid. He's got no defined plan, he's got no unilateral federal plan. It's like, oh, well, we'll let the governor sort it out. Yeah, that's not a plan. That's like other people sorting out the problem. Well, they don't have to worry about it here. The homeless have been taken off the street and put into flash hotels and being fed and given money. But they're not allowed to leave the hotels.
Yeah, but I suppose some people would be doing it on purpose, Buttercup.
Melting ice caps. Oh, look, I mean, there's going to be things facing the planet all the time. Price is unreal. I don't have it yet, but sure, it does sound good. But are you going to use it as a washing machine? Because I know how your mind works, Box. That could end up being a hydro motor. Let's be honest. I do know you well. Wish they made good hydro motors, actually. Doesn't have to be for washing machine use. His wife's probably thinking, oh, great, new washing machine. He goes, not really. You can have the shell. I'll take the motor and the pulley. But, I mean, the uptake of solar in Australia is, I don't know whether the word staggering. Purpose-built power stations are reducing their output every week. It's coming down. Everyone's getting panels. Everyone's looking at batteries. It will come a time where it won't be viable for some power stations to operate because there's enough backfeed from people's homes to produce energy for industry in some areas. So the circle's already done with some of them.
Yeah, we saw that too. Power washing machine, but push brake.
I remember seeing the earlier version, old Ringo, 2 rocks in a river. Swing low, sweet chariot, doing the washing machine.
The grid could go down where you are, Buttercup.
Well, you're good for food, and you're growing stuff. There are problems, but there are more solutions than problems. A problem is just a solution waiting to be found.
Well, you'll just have to come here and help us put a king bed together and a single bed together.
There's no single bed.
I mean, sorry, queen. I'm tired.
We will be after we put them together.
Newsflash, Buttercup. I washed up in the new sink today.
Yes, and I cooked on the new stovetop. Yes, we're tired.
Yeah, we have been for the last, I don't know how many months.
Yeah.
Next couple of weeks, and then hopefully.
All right, get back to work. Make money.
Alright, VMAC. Oh, better give you a star, VMAC, because you came back and said goodbye. There you go, 3 stars.
It's just a very simple kitchen, very practical. Looks good, but it's practical more than anything else. You too, VMAC. We won't be too far behind. I think about another 5 minutes. We shall toodaloo, I think.
Yeah.
So what are you guys up to today? Well, you're not going anywhere, but you planning to do anything around the place? Got any little projects on the go? I know Buttercup is. Well, you don't have to then, old Ringo.
I just finished.
You've done your work.
So I have pizza and beer.
Cold pizza.
Cold pizza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's morning there, isn't it?
Or to sleep first. That's a good idea. Cleaning and planting. Very productive. Yeah. I can see, I mean, we've got a lady called Danny, which I think you met. She comes in the room pretty often. She's in Dallas, and they had 90 degrees last week. And I'm thinking, that's a bit early. Of course, now they're starting to get that switch season where tornadoes coming too, so.
Oh, that's true, Ringo, because you work by yourself, so.
Yeah, we just got to be smart. Don't be scared, but just be smart. I'll put a video up at the end of the week. All the paving is just about done.
Yes, I have to sit down and get all the videos off your phone, don't I?
Yeah, absolutely, Box, because that's the best way to deal with things. When you've got major problems, running away doesn't fix them. Hiding doesn't fix them. Confronting them and working out what you can do generally fixes them. If you just decide that it's everyone else's problem and not yours, you are the problem. like you said before, we've all got to be in this together and just keep our distance. I mean, it will be a time factor. And I know boredom will set in for some people, but you've got to bite the bullet and just be creative,
Well,
be resourceful, do different stuff.
it's just if you lead a busy lifestyle, they're the ones who get bored because they don't know anything else except what they were doing.
Well, it's the young and they're impetuous, they want to go out and do stuff. But now they realise they get hit with this $11,000 fine, they probably won't be doing it. All right, good people, it's
Yes.
toodaloo time for us because we're going to go to bed shortly.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yep. And enjoy the day, whatever that is you're doing, and be resilient and just basically resist the temptation to go into large crowds. Don't do that. Let's just all be smart. Anyway, do what you can with the day, but enjoy it. So good night from me and good night from the boss. See you next time. Bye-bye.